Thank you for this opportunity to share some information about our organisation. The Office of the Credit Ombud exists to effectively resolve disputes between members of the credit industry on the one hand and credit receivers on the other, with regards to credit and credit information matters. We also have to act as an educator of the public in matters pertaining to the credit industry. At all times, the Credit Ombud will act honestly, independently and fairly, balancing the rights of both parties. The Credit Ombud is an ombud with jurisdiction in terms of the Financial Services Ombud Schemes Act, and we received recognition from the FSOS Council in 2006. We are also a registered public benefit organisation with SARS, which means that the fees paid to us are tax deductible. A little bit about our background. Operation started in March 2004, focusing only on the credit information issues. But in January 2010, we expanded our jurisdiction to start accepting complaints in terms of non-bank credit agreements as well. Therefore, our jurisdiction covers the following. In the credit information section, we deal with complaints relating to consumers' credit bureau reports, and it covers the banks, non-bank credit providers, all other subscribers to the credit bureaus, such as the cell phone industry and the insurance industry, and everybody else that lists information on the credit bureaus. In the non-bank credit section, we deal with complaints relating to non-bank credit providers. For example, the retail furniture, retail clothing, of course the micro lenders, non-bank vehicle and property financiers. We practice good corporate governance, and the office is governed by an independent council made up as follows. There are 3 members representing consumer bodies: the Women's National Coalition, the South African National Consumer Union and the Black Sash. Then we have 6 independent members, and the credit industry has 7 members on the council, representing the Banking Association, the Consumer Goods Council, the Credit Providers Association, the National Clothing Retail Federation, the Motor Vehicle Finance Association, of course the Microfinance South Africa, and the Credit Bureaus Association. To give you an overview of our activities, you have a summary of some of the statistics for 2013. We opened just under 6,000 disputes and we received 21,000 calls. We closed just over 7,000 disputes and we recovered an amount of 3.8 million rand for the consumers. In the micro-lending sector, we have seen a couple of common complaints. For example, complaints about reckless lending practices. The products are not explained adequately to the consumers. Often the consumers do not understand the interest or the insurance components added to their accounts. And complaints about garnishee orders. We see issues about tracers not explaining to the consumers what they are signing, and we see exorbitant fees. Consumers are also not being assisted when they request a reduction in the installments, for example when they are retrenched or run into financial difficulty. And we have also seen complaints about consumers not receiving their paid-up letters. Our strategy for 2014 is the following. We have adopted a very specific strategy which aims to provide more value to our members. For example, we aim to have more regular engagements with industry associations and our members. We developed the Double Impact training module. It's a special training module for personal financial education. The target audience is the staff of our member organizations. It is free of charge, and the direct benefit to members is that their staff are better educated and better able to deal with their personal financial problems. The other new development is the Financial Sector Regulation Bill of 2013. This bill aims to make it compulsory for all financial service providers to belong to an ombud. We have submitted a proposal to the Parliamentary Portfolio Committee on Trade and Industry to include a similar section in the NCA for all credit providers to be members of an ombud, and we will now engage the DTI and the NCR to continue to advocate for legislative changes to this effect. Finally, it has become an accepted principle all over the world that governments, financial businesses, as well as consumers benefit if the consumers have confidence in the financial markets. One of the key factors in increasing consumer confidence is to provide an accessible and user-friendly arrangement to resolve disputes. Consumers will have greater confidence in the financial services if they know that if anything goes wrong, they will be able to take their dispute to an independent body that will resolve it quickly and informally without the consumer needing a lawyer. Business will benefit because consumers are more likely to enter into the financial arrangements. The cost of resolving disputes with consumers are kept to a minimum, and unscrupulous competitors who act unlawfully are held to account. For our office, the cost per dispute is R2,079, the lowest of all the Ombud schemes in the country, where the others range between R2,896 and R4,329. We alleviate the workload on our courts and assist business to resolve customer complaints efficiently, cost-effectively, and in a manner that satisfies both parties' expectations. We also address issues in the interest of a better industry and to resolve the problems even before they create systemic risks. To conclude, we firmly believe in the value of our services to you, our members, in resolving consumer disputes in the most affordable, accessible, fair and efficient manner possible. We look forward to a very exciting 2014. Thank you.